And we are live.
Say hi. Hello.
Hey folks, BreakAway Homestead here.
Megan.
And the life. We're all the BreakAway Homesteaders. And I'm going to kill your cats. I swear to God, I'm going to kill your cats.
All the cats want to say hi.
Like, I'm telling you, the cats are so interested in everything and nothing at the same time. Get down, Jack. Jack, do something. Thank you. So hey folks, I'm gonna pull up the chat on the phone because our computer is behind there. You may notice we're in our living room.
Yep.
Because we're set up a little different tonight. We're gonna be doing some things, a little demo, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Guess what we're gonna be talking about tonight?
Spring cleaning.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yay for cleaning.
Everybody's favorite time of the year.
Right?
I actually got started on it a little early.
Yeah, you did.
Got a lot of cleaning done this weekend. Organized some stuff that hadn't been organized since we moved in probably over 2 years ago.
Right?
So that felt good.
Yeah. I'll get the chat up here so we can see what's going on here. Turn down the sound.
Yay!
All right, sound.
I actually got started on it a little early. Turn your phone sound down. There you go.
So who's on the chat tonight? Got CD? No, this is my phone. Kitty's Homestead.
Hi.
Deborah E. Dreyfus. Incense Shop. Doc Ferris.
Yeah.
Hi.
Doc got to see his cat.
Yeah, Doc got to see his cat. Hey folks, so far we got 9 people in the room.
Nice.
Welcome.
Hope everybody's doing well.
Yes, it's been a long week. Tiring week.
Yes.
You've had to get up early twice.
Yeah.
This week.
Yay, work.
And it's been one of those weeks. But it's Thursday already. And it feels weird because we're doing our live show on Thursday.
Yeah.
So we normally do it on Tuesdays, but it's whatever. Tomorrow's Friday. For me.
For you.
For me. Hey, guess what I'm going to be doing this weekend?
Cleaning.
Cleaning.
I'll be at work.
Yeah, she'll be at work. She'll be at work.
Can everybody hear us okay? We finally got our new camera.
Yes, we finally got a new camera back up and running. Hopefully you can hear us well. Give us a sound check. Let us know that you can hear us clearly. I have 3 cats ranging from 23 to 14 years old.
Woo. Ours range from about 6 months.
We have 4 indoor cats and 2 outdoor cats.
So from about 6 months, which was Bang, the orange one I was holding, and
Is it going on 9 years?
9 years. Who's Charlie? He was our Italian rescue.
We got her right after we got married.
Yeah.
Yeah. 8 people, 9 people, 7 people, 9 people. Hear you really good compared to normal.
Yay!
Good. Yay!
That's what we
Win.
wanted.
Win. So before we get started, we just want to remind everybody that this weekend we spring forward 1 hour. That means you lose an hour of sleep.
Yeah, you do. We have a 4-year-old.
Yeah. No, he's not. He's going to be with the old schedule, so it's just going to be the same for me.
No, but when he wakes up at 6:30 in the morning, it's actually 5:30 in the morning.
You're right.
Isn't that how it goes?
You're right. Well, that's why. That's why Grandma's here.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Exactly. But yeah, we just want to remind you folks that we do lose an hour this weekend, and
Sorry.
it's good and it's great. It's good and it's not, because it's like do we gain more hours of sunlight or we lose more hours of sunlight?
You spring forward. So no, it's the other way. So 6:30 is actually 7:30.
So 6:30 is actually 7:30.
So
We don't lose an hour.
you get more.
No, we don't.
No,
Yes, we do.
We lose an hour of sleep. We get more sunlight.
Not really. It just shifts to a different part of the day.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
So
So we do gain an hour.
we gain an hour time wise, but it means
Yes.
we lose an hour of sleep.
Yes. So if it's 6 o'clock, it's really 7 o'clock.
Yes.
Okay. So we do get more daylight sun hours, then, technically.
Yes.
Because the sun went down at like 5:30. Now it's going to go down to 6:30.
Yeah, but
That
it
means
doesn't
it's gonna
really
get,
change.
It does, because it means it's going to get brighter earlier.
It already is.
I know, but it's going to be even more.
Yes. Sounds great, honey.
Up here. Nuggets. All right. Who else? Drive from. Go to bed an hour early. Laugh out loud.
Yeah, that never happens.
Dot Ferris says, "Hi, Carol.
Hello.
We're doing this from our living room tonight because we're going to be doing a demonstration here in a little bit. But we want to make sure you got that info on that and what's going on the homestead. Pretty much
the
ops
normal. Yeah.
Megan scared me today.
I did. I
like-
called him and I was like, "Hey, honey, just leaving Tractor Supply." He was like, "Why are you at Tractor Supply?" I said, "I got more chickens."
I'm like,
Straight deadpan, totally pulled it off. And he was like, You what?" I said, "I got more chickens." He was like, "Really?" And you could just hear the fear in his voice. So I let him down easy.
he's like, "Oh no, I didn't get."
But I
didn't
wanted
get
them.
chickens.
They had bantams.
They got some nice chickens, but they're expensive. They're
No,
expensive.
they were cheaper than the ones you were talking about.
I don't know
So.
about that.
Yeah, no, our
The reason why it
quails.
irks me. What?
You want to talk about what's going on in the homestead? Let's talk about. We're not
Talk
gonna,
about what you were just talking about.
No, you're gonna go what irks me, and then you're gonna go off in a rant about Tractor Supply and all this
No.
other.
She has no idea what I'm talking about. What irks me is the time frame that they put the chickens out. It takes 6 months for a chicken to produce an egg.
Okay.
Okay? It's March, April, May, June, July, August, September. So by the time you get egg-laying chickens, it's already getting dark outside. What's the point of that?
Well, you got to start somewhere, honey.
But I do like the fact that they started doing it in October, because our chickens started laying
No,
just this
like
last
yeah.
month. So that's good. Tractor Supply sponsor us.
Anyway, back to the homestead and off of this. My quail are laying more eggs.
Quail laying.
They were getting anywhere between, I would say, like 5 to 7 eggs a day. So we're actually to the point now, because we have so many of them, that we can have like a meal of quail egg.
Which we did over last weekend.
Yeah.
We took our first dozen of eggs and we cooked them.
Yeah. And they
And
were
Megan
good.
tried them. I tried them. And honestly, this is honest,
They taste like eggs.
a little richer. This other than having a pickled quail egg and everything like that, this was like the first time I'd actually cooked quail eggs. But we got the little scissors. She liked the scissors.
They were pretty cool.
They were pretty cool. But we cooked them and
Yeah.
tried them out. And
Cooked up just, I mean, this is our first experience with them, so we weren't sure how it was going to go.
they were about 7 weeks when we got them. We had
Yeah.
them for 7 weeks.
Yeah.
So it's
They're
between-
really starting to go. We do have some males.
I've got like 4 or 5 males.
Yeah.
And they have the cutest little.
Yeah. And it's adorable. It's loud, but it's
It's
adorable.
very loud.
It's adorable.
I mean, it's loud. It's almost like a chicken,
Yeah.
I would say, or a rooster.
Yeah.
Lay that. Chicken mass, after all. Yes, but first time layers will lay all winter long. Did not know that. And yes, she is an enabler. Kitty is. Oh, and Doc Ferris says, not if you're retired. Age, give it away. Just give it away now.
We got a few more decades before we get there.
And Deborah E says, one of my cats on top of the chick cage, stoking them right now. And that's pretty much what's going on. What else?
Nothing.
Nothing.
I mean, it's
Got my notary.
yeah. He is now a notary.
Official.
So,
$5.
Yeah. That's pretty much it.
My signature is worth something these days. $5 a pop.
Yeah. That's pretty much it.
Really?
I mean, there's really, it's just normal stuff. We go to work, we come home, we do stuff around the house.
Go to
I
bed.
had some rage cleaning this weekend,
Yep.
and that's about it. I
Yep.
mean, really nothing going on right now.
Your mom's here.
Yeah,
We're having fun with that.
pretty much it.
Ops normal. I mean, it's, nothing really going on in my life either. Work's work.
Yeah.
And it is what it is.
So.
Couple things, couple of didgeridoos. What?
Nothing.
She's obviously upset about something.
He just has a lot of notes.
I have notes. It's good to have notes when you're there. Up to the backside of that one too. Don't mix my notes up. So, welcome to March. This is my calendar here. This is Make Your Own Luck. I really like this calendar, by the way. A lot of things going on this month. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Victory Garden videos coming out. I think they start on the 9th. We got 2 coming out on the 9th. One on the 10th, the 15th, the 17th, the 26th, the 30th. And I guess that's it. And those will come out 9 p.m. at night. They'll be premiered. And what it is an old-time radio broadcast of a Victory Garden chat. It's called Homemakers Chat. It's pretty cool. It's from the actual script of a radio broadcast from the 1940s of Victory Gardens. And keep an eye out for those. We're going to be going to a concert here in a few weeks.
Yeah, the Philharmonic.
Yep, the Philharmonic. We're going to see a
Broadway special.
Broadway special show. Woo. We did not get to do our last one.
No.
Huxley had the flu.
Yep.
That sucked. We've got 4 more books to give away from Daisy Luther. What else is going on?
I don't know what your little notes mean, so.
Right.
Like what is that?
That's a book review.
Ah.
And which we've been really not doing lately. We should be.
There's no we.
Oh.
It's him.
I'm gonna pull up this here on the screen real quick. Image slideshow. We're going to show that. Okay. Prepper's Hurricane Survival Guide. What to do before, during, and after a hurricane by Daisy Luther. Let me get my notes out here real quick, and I'm just going to go through real quick on this here. See, you messed up all my...
I did.
So this book by Daisy Luther is an ebook. It's roughly 70-some pages, and it's pretty decent. If you live on the East Coast like we do, it's very important to be prepared for hurricanes. I think this last hurricane was our most prepared setting ever.
For us personally?
Yes.
Yes.
We've been through a few hurricanes.
Yeah.
And
here and the other house.
Here,
I mean, just
yeah.
North Carolina, period.
Yeah, North Carolina, period. So it's something important to have in your library, I think, to have something that you can pull out, look up lists, everything like that for hurricane preparedness. Hurricane season starts in June and ends in November. That doesn't mean a hurricane can't pop up any other time. Hurricane Sandy did. It went into December. It went from November into December.
And turned into like winter storm
and it turned
or whatever.
into winter storm. So just because it's a season doesn't mean it's not going to happen before or after that time frame. So basic information about this here. You probably can't see me. Oh,
no,
she can't.
Not really. If you come over here, you can. Look at that.
I'm looking here. All right, right here. I'm going to be right here. So basic information from the hurricane. It gives you basic information about the hurricane, the storm width, categories, wind speeds, etc. The basic weather information that you're going to get from ready.gov and any other generic place that's going to have information about hurricanes. What she does put in there is our checklist to prepare for a hurricane. And the checklists are numerous. She goes over a food checklist, a medical checklist, a bug out kit, a checklist on what to have at hand if your kids are bored, so on and so forth. She talks about evacuation, if you're going to decide to evacuate, if you're going to decide to stay. When it's too late to evacuate, there's a point
where you can't anymore.
Stay too long, it's worthless to go out and actually try to evacuate. Hunkering down, if you do have to hunker down or want to hunker down, a checklist for that. What to expect before, during, and after a hurricane. She's talked about the grocery stores. She's talked about the gas line at the gasoline, or at the gasoline store. at the
That's a good old
store.
gasoline
Yeah,
store.
old gasoline store. That's where I go get my gas. And stuff like that. So during a hurricane, what you can expect, let's say the eye passes over your house. Megan's happened.
That's happened to me before, and it was just so weird.
You know. And after hurricanes, so after the hurricane, you're going to have to rebuild, figure out what's going on. We had trees falling.
Yeah,
Hurricane
power
came
outages.
massive flooding just down the road from our
Yeah.
house, which we pray one day we'll never ever get here because
Yeah.
that was ridiculous. Surviving power outages because the majority of the power will be out. We survived
7 days.
longer. It was 12 days. It was 12 days.
It was not 12 days, Patrick.
It was 12 days.
It went out on Friday. We got it back on Friday.
It's
It
12
felt
days.
like 12 days.
Go back, look at it. It was 12 days. 12 days.
Anyway.
It was a long ass time. I don't know, longer than I want to be out of power ever again. And
Yeah.
we winged it pretty well.
Yeah, we did pretty well.
Yeah.
But
And then outdoor
we
showers.
also learned some stuff too.
Sure did. Sure did. She also talks about how to deal with your insurance companies.
That's cool.
What to do, food spoilage, stuff like that. And it does happen.
Yeah.
You lose power, you're going to lose your food. It's time to get the ice cream out. I'm just saying, before it goes out. And then she talks about rebuilding in a direction of how you would like to rebuild and the order you should be rebuilding. And then, last but not least, inside this book, she has people who have gone through hurricanes, horrible hurricanes, like Hurricane Andrew, which is one of the worst hurricanes on record.
Yeah.
And she has stories from these people and what they learned from their experience in the hurricane and what they did to repair the mistakes they made during that time frame. So we're going to give away 2 copies of this book tonight, right here live on the live stream. And we'll do that now.
You want to do it now?
Yes, we're going to do it right now.
Okay.
So-
you have no information to ask a question about.
I
We
have
covered
the
nothing.
perfect question. I have the perfect question. That's good. You're going to have to put on your thinking box because Megan doesn't know this question. And she gets it right away. So Megan's looking at the chat right now. I'm going to take off this image here. Megan's looking at the chat right now. So here is the question. Name 2 states out of the 50 United States that does not border another state. Name 2 states out of the 50 United States that does not border another state.
Really? That's your question?
That's the question. Someone asked me that question earlier today, and I had no clue. And then when they told me, it's like, duh.
Yeah, it's kind of obvious, Pat.
Hey.
Dreyfus.
Yep, Dreyfus got it. Alaska and Hawaii. Second person up. I'm going to write this down.
Well, they know the answer now. So you need to ask another question.
Oh, we need to ask a second question?
Well, yeah. Or you just give it to Deborah E.
Well, we'll give it to Deborah E. All right, folks. Deborah E. and Dreyfus won those 2 books. There's a link down below. Can we get back? There's a link down below in the description to her ebook. I think the price is $9. But if you go to her website, which is The Organic Prepper, and just sign up for her newsletter, her books usually go on sale about once a month, and you'll probably get it for $2 or $3. But it's definitely worth the download. And
But they need to email us,
To check
and
out.
you'll send them the
Yes.
free copy.
Dreyfus and Deborah, send us an email at breakawayhomesteader@gmail.com and let us know that you won, and we'll send you that copy of that book. And next week's book that we're going to be giving away is the Prepper's Yearbook. And what it is basically is a book about prepping each week, in which a little thing you can do each week to be prepared by the end of that year. So that's by this is by Erica Nygaard, and she's an affiliate of Daisy Luther. So, I think that's it on my side of things.
But it's not,
No,
because
it's
you
not.
need to start talking about spring cleaning, because that was the point of tonight's show.
Yeah, she's in a hurry, folks.
Well, that's what people are asking. What does a hurricane book have to do with spring cleaning?
Who said that?
Freaky?
Really? Freaky geek?
Yeah.
Freaky geek?
She said snap, snap.
Snap, snap.
Let's get to some cleaning.
All right. Let's talk about spring cleaning then. When do we do spring cleaning?
In the spring.
Fantastic. What do you guys do? This is a question that's going to go out to you guys. I want you to chat in the box and tell us, how deeply do you clean for spring cleaning? And your cats are crazy.
One of them is Doc Ferris's cat.
Yeah.
We I don't know. We don't necessarily. I would say
We go in
this.
spurts.
We don't necessarily spring clean as a springtime activity.
Yeah.
But we deep clean as in a holy crap, our house is disgusting. I can't live like this anymore.
Yeah.
Clean.
When you
Like-
look up and you go, oh wow,
Yeah.
look at all that dust, honey.
And
'Cause
then,
everything is wood here, of course.
Yeah, so it sticks to it. So that's kind of our
Yeah.
method of cleaning.
Would I like to do a deep spring cleaning?
Yes.
Absolutely.
I think it needs it.
It needs it bad. And so here's my proposal. And she hasn't heard the proposal yet because I haven't talked to her about it. Is that,
I love on-air surprises.
okay, when you do spring cleaning, you don't have to do it all at one time. Focus on one area and move to the next, right? I think we should do a spring cleaning video in each room going through the steps. So that way we could go through the steps, we could show them and actually have it done correctly so they know how to do it correctly, which they probably already do, but still. What do you think? Just one video a week. That means we deep clean one room.
And when are we gonna do this? When we're at work
No,
all
I do
day?
have
during
I have
the day?
weekends off, and I'll volunteer to get most of the work done. I'll volunteer to get most of the work done because our house honestly isn't that bad right now.
Yeah, it's not.
It's not.
I don't know. You're putting me under a lot of pressure. We have a lot of videos coming out.
OMG, we do have a lot of.
So
and folks,
I don't want
let
to
me tell
commit
you.
to something that we are not going to be able to fulfill.
folks, we got a lot of stuff lined up for you guys, and it's
There's
gonna
some stuff that we can't talk about yet, but
It's
I'm
gonna get
super excited
get crazy
about.
intense here in a little bit.
Yeah, so I do not want to commit to that. Maybe a blog with some photos.
No,
I'll write it.
you can do a blog. I'll do videos.
All right, I can do that.
You heard it from her. All right. So, deep cleaning. What do they do?
All right. Tanya says I used to start at one end of the house and all the way to the other. CDN said Murphy oil will clean the wood.
Murphy oil.
Freaky said put axle grease on your car shocks and all the spring cleaning is done. Kitty said spring cleaning for me is more like check off and put things where they need to be for the upcoming season. So that's because I clean a lot of things other people do in the spring all year.
Yeah. Kitty, go away.
So, yeah, we're trying that approach, Kitty, to try to make sure things go back. Some of the stuff I did this weekend was trying to make things simpler so that it makes it easier to clean in the long run.
Right.
So I think I accomplished that pretty well so far. So, but yeah. So what kind of things are you looking at doing for spring cleaning?
Well, everything. We're just going to go over room by room.
Okay, but what... Elaborate, Patrick. Like, what are you going to do in the living room? Like, what kind of things are you looking to accomplish with your spring cleaning?
Well, from the top to the bottom. Every room goes from top to bottom. That's just the way you clean a room in the first place.
I know, but like vacuuming the ceilings, just wiping them down. Like, what are you looking at doing? You got the vacuum out. I figured it was for a reason.
Well, I'm just using it as an example.
Trying to lead him into things, and it's just failing miserably.
So here we go. This is probably my biggest tool here in the house because
Yeah.
everything is covered in wood, and dust clings to wood like crazy.
Yeah, they're so I don't know how much they can see in this.
Well, you can
just
move
show
the
'em
camera
the
around.
ceiling.
Guys want to see the rest of the living room? So here's our roof. And you can see rafters. And there's a couple dinosaurs there. There's Carol. Say hi, Carol.
Hello.
And, you know, we got some stuff. TV, fireplace, dining room. Like, there is a lot of rafters and a lot of wood, right?
And it's rough.
And it's rough. It's a rough surface
So you
wood.
can't just like take a rag like the walls you can, but like the beams and stuff and the rafters you can't. Like we've tried and it just the rag sticks to it. Like you can throw a sock at the wall in our bedroom and the sock will stay on the wall. It's actually kind of fun. But like
it's like Velcro.
Yeah, just boop, and which is fun when you're aiming for the laundry basket and you're like 2 feet higher than you should be and it's like throwing pasta at a wall. So it's hard to kind of clean because the rags and dusters and stuff like that they don't work on it.
So we need something with a rough surface on it to knock the actual dust off the surface to get it off. Trying to use a rag on the wall won't work.
Yeah.
Unless it's a flat surface interior wall because the outside's all rough, the inside is all installed. We can do that there, but we just prefer the good old.
Yeah. Which does make more of a mess
Right.
in the long run, but then you just go, I mean, once you get knocked down, you go through the vacuum and...
Yeah, which comes up to my second point, because you're leading me into it and everything like that.
I'm trying. We're trying to move this along.
PPE. Personal protective equipment.
I come installed with mine.
She does. She comes installed with glasses. Glasses and some sort of mask to put on your face. I use the ear loop ones because they're just easy. Done. And they'll help you keep your lungs clear from so you don't get the asthma.
Dreyfus says, I think a belt sander is in order.
Right? Exactly. Well, we don't have the kind of time, or else we would. Would. Get it? Oh, come on.
That's horrible.
So, yes, use proper protective equipment. Protect your eyes, protect your lungs. Be sure to always have the place ventilated. If you're going to use any clean.
Freaky is in a mood tonight.
I'm guessing so.
Well, Dreyfus, why would you sand a belt?
That's horrible. That's great.
She's feeling a little spicy tonight. Why are you going to be so salty?
Why you gotta be so salty? So,
I'm sorry.
it's okay. It's great. You wanna ventilate the space because if you're gonna be using any cleaning detergents or anything like that, you want fresh air in your house.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the biggest key ingredients to spring cleaning. Is it's warm enough to open your
Everything
windows
up. Yeah.
and let the house breathe.
Yeah.
And our house breathes all the time because it just goes right through the walls.
Because we live in a log cabin and it just does what it wants.
It does what it wants.
We'll get there when we get there.
But to open up the windows and allow the house to breathe, and
get some fresh air. Like you've been cooped up all winter,
right,
wood fires burning, stuff like that.
Yeah,
And
growing up in Texas, we had a shotgun house, which means
everything's a straight line
you can open the front door
and shoot a shotgun out the back.
and shoot a shotgun out the back. So the breeze would just go right through the house, from the one door out the other, and we loved it. And we lived in Texas because it was hot at night. The breeze would just go right through the whole house. But yeah, you want to be well ventilated because of the chemicals that could be going on. Another thing is chemicals itself.
So y'all know one of my
Eh,
kind of, I guess, New Year's resolutions was to try to go back to like a more natural way of cleaning, to like still be able to clean and get things clean, but not have all the chemicals. Like we've got cats, we got dogs, we have a 4-year-old that gets into everything.
Yeah.
Like, so just, we do still have some stuff.
Megan has a weak spot.
What?
It's called Fabuloso.
It smells so good.
I know.
And I miss it.
Yes, she
I
does
miss
miss
it.
it. She's gotten strong.
But I have gotten strong.
and decided it's time to go natural.
Yeah. And I'm pretty happy with it so far. I miss my purple Fabuloso.
We were talking
A
about
lot.
this book that we have, and it's talking about the different ways to get stuff off of rugs. And this is a book called, move my phone, Household Discoveries. This book right here that you see. It's from 1908, and you can write in, and if they publish your stuff, they'll pay you 1 cent per word. Just letting you know. But it has how to raise your children, how to clean your house, how to do everything like that. Did you know that your infant has to be set outside for a certain number of hours per day? You have to air them out on a clothesline. Not on a clothesline. But
I mean, he could use a good airing.
I guess.
Well, I guess. I mean, that'd be the whole like the. You know, so they don't have like the grow lights. They didn't have grow lights for them back in the day. So if they were jaundiced, they needed sunshine. What am I looking for, Mom? It's not a grow light. It's a B word. No, when infants are jaundiced, they put them under the lights. What are the lights called?
A blue light?
No. It gives them. So it's when they're jaundiced and they need the sunlight.
It's a UV light.
Okay, but there's a name for it.
A full spectrum light.
No, you're not. It's a grow light. You put your kids under a grow light.
Yeah, you put your kids on a grow light and they grow.
Yeah. That's what we've been doing with Huxley. That's why he's like 4 foot.
Wow. But there's some crazy stuff in here. I'm not going to kid. We were just talking, my mother-in-law and I were just talking about cleaning the floors with this book. The book says, you know, take up your carpets and clean.
Thank you, Dreyfus.
Clean the floor with gasoline.
It's
a
really,
billy light.
Yeah.
So there's an actual billy light.
Yeah, I knew there was a name for it.
I just couldn't think of it.
Yeah, you can clean your floors with gasoline.
Yeah. Fantastic.
Make sure you open your windows first.
Make sure you open your windows first. But
and put your kid on the clothesline so he's not breathing it in.
Exactly. Whoa. But I'm not going to go into this book. This book is fantastic. It is very politically incorrect for our time and standards. This was back in the day when the woman stayed at home and did her chores. As a matter of fact, there is a section inside this book. It says, bread, beverages, leather, ink, miscellaneous, toilet and bath, sweeping day, ironing day, wash day, house cleaning day, household and garden pests, removal of spots and stains, the day's routine for the housewife. I rest my case. Get to it.
If she doesn't hit it,
it's a big one.
It's a big book too. The book is amazing because it's got so many sounding secrets inside of it. It tells you how to deal with measles, which they dealt with back in those days.
Yeah.
And
which we're dealing with these days.
Which, yeah, we're dealing with that these days too because people don't vaccinate their children. But all kinds of ailments, stuff like that. If you want a copy of this book, I put a link down below to where you can find it. It's on archive.org. I would have put it on my website, but my website doesn't allow me to download anything more than 25 megabytes. The book itself, because it's so big, 76 megabytes. That's a big file, so make sure your stuff can handle it. Don't download it to your phone. It'll knock it out. So, we're still continuing on to talk about chemicals.
Yeah.
And people's decision to start actually go back to not using chemicals.
Yeah.
We started changing our laundry detergent.
Yeah.
Our laundry detergent has 4 ingredients.
And we've been doing that for a while now.
We love it.
Yeah.
It has washing soap.
Flake
washing soap, which
like
is
Zote. Yeah, we just use Zote.
Borax. Washing soda.
And baking soda.
And baking soda. That's it. We know what's inside of our stuff. If you go to a Tide Pod after you eat it, you look at it, and you look at the ingredients on it, you go, maybe I shouldn't eat that. Why shouldn't I have eaten that?
I wouldn't recommend eating ours either, though.
Yeah, don't eat Tide Pods. Full disclosure.
But yeah, so I've never eaten a Tide Pod, thank you.
Cheers, man.
So, yeah. You keep throwing me for a loop.
Throwing you for a loop. Yes, so we changed that. We love it.
Love it.
And so the Fabulosa came along, and then we looked at the ingredients on it and said, nah, maybe not, even though it smells awesome.
Yeah. So we've been, I don't know, I still haven't really settled on a floor cleaner that I'm like wholehearted percent on. I did finally get a Swiffer wet jet because with having a puppy and a 4-year-old and a husband, our floors get gross. And
You have nothing to do with that at all.
I am a saint, so I do not. I just float around my house. I don't even put dirt on the floor.
Yeah.
So I was like, getting out the mop and everything is just, I don't like doing it. So I was like, let me just get something so I can at least spot clean and feel like I'm actually doing something. So of course the Swiffer comes with the little thing on it, but well, yeah.
Is that what that little thing is?
It's a little thing. And so we went through that, but then I found a way that you can actually pop the cap off and basically make it a reusable receptacle for whatever kind of cleaning juices you want to put in there.
Sure.
So did that. It's super easy. If any of y'all have one and have not done it, you just get a pot of water on the stove and you'll take the little receptacle,
tank,
also known as a thingy, and you get the water so it's kind of boiling but not really boiling, and you hold it in there with the cap in the water.
I gotta see what this is.
And hold it in there for a minute or two so that it loosens the plastic on the cap, and then you can pop it off and it will screw back on. I guess some of them do have like little plastic thingies that you'll have to cut with a pair like nail clippers or manicure scissors or something small so you can get in there. Ours did not have that, so I was just able to unscrew it, and then I can put whatever I want in it. And so it's kind of like bringing it back. I mean, I had to cycle through the Swiffer juice first, but now we can put whatever we want in there. And
did you put any of the stuff that you're making tonight inside the Swiffer, or haven't yet?
I did not put my stuff in the Swiffer.
Okay, all right.
I put the lemon verbena stuff.
Kitty says demonetized now for sure. Kitty, we're not monetized. Not yet, anyway. We're getting there. We still have another 1,000 viewing hours in our year before we get put on that monetized review list. So that'll take another year after that.
I don't know what any of that meant.
Yeah, she does. Kitty knows.
I know. And you know. And that's all that matters. So, yeah. I did not use my stuff because I just didn't.
So tonight we said we were going to do a demonstration. That's actually Megan's going to do a demonstration. She came up with this on her own. She had a book or she saw it online.
I found it. So when New Year's rolled around and I was like, one of my things is going to be to have more natural cleaning, I went to the Google because that's what you do these days, and I looked at a bunch of different recipes and mixes, things people have used, and I came across this one and I figured it seemed pretty simple. One of my biggest things was it's stuff that you typically have around your house, and it's easy to make because as much as I want to be yay, natural, at the same time, it's I could go to the store and buy that faster than it'll take me to do all these steps, and I'm lazy. There you have it. So, so this was something that I could try because we had everything at the house, and it seemed simple. They claimed that it was really effective and awesome, and I was like, well, let's give it a go. And I will have to say, I've already used a full bottle of it, and I love it.
Good.
It smells clean.
It smells really good. I like the smell.
One of my biggest things is I absolutely detest the smell of vinegar.
She hates it.
I hate it with a fiery passion. Any kind of vinegar, doesn't matter what.
Speaking of vinegar.
So,
Let me have malt vinegar.
where are you going?
You go get that vinegar.
It's right there.
It's right here.
No, Patrick. I got my stuff together. I don't know what's going on with that tonight. So one of my biggest things with natural. Oh, you meant that one.
Oh, I meant that one.
One of my issues with
Thank you,
natural
honey.
cleaning is vinegar. I mean, it's effective and it works, but it's vinegar.
It's vinegar. So
I'm not using it tonight.
She's not going to use it tonight. But thank you to Robin from the BreakAway Homestead.
Yeah.
She suggested this.
Not Gold Peak tea.
Not Gold Peak tea. Hide label now. But what we did is I had some Meyer lemons because I was making some strawberry jam and used that for the pectin. Yeah, I had some Meyer and saved the seeds. Meyer lemons, and so we peeled the outside of the lemon, just the yellow part, not the pith, not the white part, and we put them inside vinegar, and she hates the smell of vinegar.
I've already smelled it once. It
smells lemony.
It smells good.
Carol, smell it.
So I am gonna probably. Well, I'm not gonna use it tonight for this batch because it hasn't been soaking very long.
It's been soaking for 5 days.
Yeah, so we want to give it a little more time, a little more juiciness. So I'm gonna make it just with lemon essential oil, which is what the actual recipe calls for. But I think the next batch, we're gonna try it with that vinegar mix instead of just regular vinegar with
Little secret about us: I make beer.
I do make alcohol. So I do have some experience soaking things in liquids and waiting.
One of the biggest things we used to make is orange and limoncello.
Yeah.
Which is an Italian liqueur. And it takes time. And
it's after dinner digestive.
Yes.
Sure. Yeah, also that. But it takes time. It takes about at least
2 weeks.
2 weeks at the very minimum to soak the rinds of either the lemons or the oranges or whatever citrus fruit you're using in the whole grain alcohol before you can even go forth and make the rest of it. So we're kind of used to that. So I want to give it a little bit more time and to kind of mesh before I use it.
Work. So when you take the rinds out of the alcohol, they're like crunchy.
Yeah, because it just sucks everything out.
Sucks all the oil out.
Is it my...
So Megan's going to go ahead and do her demonstration on how she makes.
And I did a blog on this, my first ever blog.
Link's below.
Yeah, I guess the link is below. A while back. So go to our website. You can read it. It's my first ever blog in my life. So.
Oh, I can see boobs.
Boobs. I got boobs. So kind of show you guys what you'll need at first. You don't really need the bowl, but I'll tell you why I have it out in a minute. So you're going to start out, you'll need vinegar. Just white distilled vinegar works just fine. Baking soda. The recipe that I found, which is linked in my blog, which is linked below the video, they said you could either use lemon or tea tree oil. I wanted it to be more lemony, like a more cleaning type feel to it than the tea tree. So I chose lemon. And then you need a spray bottle. And my spray bottle is kind of dirty because I have used it. I don't know where the camera is, but I didn't clean it. But that's fine. So I actually did order these off of Amazon. We kind of leave some of our cleaning stuff on. They can't see my face, can they?
No.
Okay, fantastic. So we leave a lot of our everyday cleaning stuff out on the windowsill in the kitchen. And so I kind of wanted something that looked a little nicer than just yet another plastic spray bottle in my window. And also with the amber glass, I figured, it's supposed to help keep things, from light from penetrating. So got these on Amazon. I love them. I like glass things anyway. So, back down.
Back down. Hey, product input here. One thing we do and can sponsor, Piping Rock. We get all of our
vitamins.
All our vitamins from Piping Rock and all of our essential oils. If you don't prefer Piping Rock and you prefer doTERRA, check out Robin from BreakAway Homestead. She can hook you up with that stuff too.
Okay, anyway, so it's very, very simple to make. You'll need a tablespoon, and I have a measuring cup for my water, but you don't need to.
In front of the camera.
I can't see where the camera is.
I got that, but you just you're like, oh, I got this, I got that, and they can't really see what you got.
Are you done?
Yes.
Anyway.
If you could see the look on her face right now.
It's probably good you can't. So, anyway, it's super simple. I have the bowl, so this is the reason I have the bowl, because you're going to have vinegar, and you actually add the baking soda straight to the vinegar. And if you ever made a volcano when you were in elementary school, you know that it has a tendency to fizz when you mix those two things together. So when I make this for like cleaning, like when I make it for us, I do it in the kitchen sink. Just in case it does fizz out and over, it's fine. But since I'm not in my sink, because there's sweet potatoes rooting in cups in my sink right now, I have a bowl.
Yay, homesteading.
And I'm going to, just to be safe, put it in there to mix it. So, take your bottle. Still got a little bit in there. And you just need a half a cup of vinegar. Also, side note, vinegar will clean the microfiber on your couch when your 4-year-old takes your gallon-sized jug of vinegar and goes and shakes it all over the couch. So, just floating that out there for those of you with 4-year-olds and vinegar.
It's a combination.
It's a great combination. So you just add that in your little spray bottle. And then you'll take your lemon or tea tree essential oil, whichever one or whatever flavor you want to use. And you'll add about 10 drops of that into your bottle, into the vinegar by itself.
Tony says I'm fixing to die.
Yep. 7, 8. Why did you just take my water bottle, Patrick?
Because you need water.
Yeah, you can put in.
Drink most of it. I'm putting water in. I'm helping.
Men, he's not helping. So then you gotta open your baking soda because apparently it's a brand new box. Which is fine because we'll use it in our laundry. So after that, now you're going to add your 2 tablespoons of baking soda, which is a little difficult to get it in the bottle, but just do the best you can. Another good reason to do it over a sink or... Thank you, Mother. I don't have a funnel. God, we're just full of critics this evening. I want to go hang out with Freaky. At least she's being a little spicy tonight. I use my hand instead of a funnel. But if you're so inclined, hold my tablespoon while I make a funnel real quick to make everyone in the room happy. There. I made the funnel with my directions. So you'll add your 2 tablespoons in there. Not very good with funneling, apparently.
Shake, shake, shake.
I'm struggling. I don't know if you can see it. It is fizzing away. Can they see it at all?
Yeah, they can see it.
Okay. So, I just think it's cool. Like, part of me is like, that means it's going to clean things because it's fizzing. Because I'm a dork like that. But that was, like, my legitimate, like, first thought the first time I made this. Was like, yay, reactions, science. That means my house is going to get clean.
Bill Nye, the science guy.
Megan, the homesteading girl. I failed miserably. I tried. So you get your 2nd tablespoon down in there. Stop laughing at me. I'm having fun.
And that's all that matters.
It is all that matters. So get that in there. And it'll still be kind of fizzing and bubble.
Freaky Geek is a guy, by the way.
Really?
Yeah.
I always thought it was a lady. Well, I'll still hang out with you because you seem a little spicy tonight and I like it. So after that, I kind of give it a little swirl, make sure that it's all together and there's no clumps down on the bottom. It's kind of hard to see in the amber glass on the bottom, but we are good to go. And then the last thing, you top off your spray bottle with water, and I'm going to spill some on the outside to get my baking soda off the outside. So, and that's it.
See, if I had not gotten water.
I was actually going to have you get it in the measuring cup, not my drinking vessel.
What else?
And it smells good.
It smells really good.
It smells kind of like lemonade. Like, you don't get the vinegar at all.
Yeah.
And I think that's why me personally, with my vinegar phobia, I enjoy it because it doesn't smell like vinegar, but it gets the job done. And that's it. And there you go. And
oh, fuzzy.
That's thar she blows. And I love this stuff. I don't like cleaning. I don't like cleaning my kitchen.
Cost to make? You'd estimate?
I don't know. I mean, this is like $1. Baking soda is like what, $1 box.
Yeah.
That's maybe $2, $3.
It's like $2 a gallon.
Yeah. I think the essential oil would be the most expensive thing, but I mean,
all together maybe 10 cents a bottle.
I mean, like once you have everything for how
Yeah.
many bottles it'll make, yeah, probably
10 cents a bottle for a bottle of spray cleaner.
Yeah.
10 cents. It'll sanitize. It'll take care of the stains.
Yeah, like Huxley drew on our kitchen table with crayon and permanent marker because I don't know where he found it, but he did. And it actually took it off where some of the other cleaners we had tried before hadn't. So I really like it. I don't worry about, spraying down the counter and then turn around to get the rag to wipe it down and the cat jumps up on it. Well, it's okay. Like it's, like I try not to let them, but I'm not as like anxiety ridden about, oh my gosh, they got chemical cleaners on their paws, or Huxley is shaking the Fabuloso in the family room. He likes to shake liquids if you hadn't picked up on that yet. So
Colored liquids.
Yeah. So, but yeah, that's it. And then I just set it in my windowsill, and when I need to, a little squirt and wipe down what I need to wipe down. And I feel like since making this the first time, I have actually probably cleaned more consistently.
Yeah, she used an entire bottle of cleaning stuff.
Which, like, never happens. It never happens.
9 years.
Yeah, it never happens. So,
Can you move over a little bit?
yes, I would love to move over to the Megan Homesteading channel. So there it is. That was my demonstration. Thank you for coming.
And done. No, I'm just kidding. Ah, I got it on me. I smell like water.
It's water.
I smell like water. Coming back?
I don't know. What are you going to talk about?
We'll continue to talk about spring cleaning. A few things we should think about doing for spring cleaning. So there's a few comments. Seriously, you're gonna give me that look?
I am waiting to see what comes forth from the Fountain of Patrick today.
Couple common sense things to do every 6 months. 6 months. So spring forward, fall back. Change the batteries in your fire alarms.
Which you should also test them regularly. We do by cooking. I set them off cooking steaks in the cast iron.
2
I
months ago.
followed the directions. I did what I was supposed to do. It was my first time trying it. Just had that cast iron seasoned just right. I've been using it. I've been
in the oven.
trying. No, I've been using it on the stove.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, and so I don't know where I went wrong, but I smoked our house out. And let me tell you, our fire alarm works.
It does.
It also has 2 little megaphone-looking things in the. So if you step outside of our house, it sounds like a tornado siren.
We have
when our fire alarm goes off.
We have an old alarm system installed in our house. I think it was installed, I want to say, 96.
Yeah.
And even though it's not connected to anything, it's still active in the house. Parts of it are. And the fire alarm is one of it. So when it goes off, it goes whoop, whoop, whoop,
Yep.
whoop on the outside of the house, on both sides of the house, with megaphones doing it. And, of course, it's loud on the inside, too.
And then this past weekend...
You got video.
Oh, no, it's just a picture.
You're walking away.
This past weekend, Pat made an apple pie, which... BT Dubs was absolutely delicious. Homemade apple pie. Fantastic. However, he put too many apples in it, so the syrup bubbled over and out. And after it was done cooking, so it got on the bottom of the oven. And we're like, okay, whatever. Like, we'll just clean it once the oven cools down. We'll clean it. But then I needed to cook dinner after he was making the pie, so he just left the oven on for me to keep it at a steady heat. No! I am talking. And... I come back around the bar, and I look at the oven, and it's an electric stove, electric oven. Like, there's no fiery things at all attached to it. And Pat set our oven on fire.
Yeah, it's a good picture.
Yeah. So, we had that going on, which, it didn't smell bad, because it was like caramel.
It was sugar.
Yeah, I mean,
it was carbon.
It was a sugar fire.
Sugar fire.
And smoked our house out, set our alarm off again.
Once again.
Yep. So
change the batteries in your fire alarms.
or cook, whichever.
If you don't have fire alarms, get some.
Yeah,
That's always a smart thing to have. Carbon monoxide detectors.
we need one of those.
We do. If you don't have any,
You should get one.
you should get one. And remember, carbon monoxide detectors do not go up.
They go down.
They go below on the floor, almost on the floor level, because carbon monoxide is heavier than air, and it rises up as it fills the house.
Yeah, don't they say you should put it like below where you sleep,
Below where you sleep.
so it'll go off before
Exactly.
you die?
And unless your children sleep lower than that, if they do, put them below their level, because you don't want them asphyxiating before you get up and go, hey, carbon monoxide, my kid's dead.
Yeah. Yeah, that's something you should try to avoid.
Yeah. But if you live in a house that is open,
It just does what it wants.
I don't think we're going to have that problem.
Yeah.
So, yeah, positive pressure. All times. I had some other stuff. Replacing light bulbs. If you have a CFL light bulb, that is the
Question in the front row. What does that have to do with spring cleaning?
It has a lot to do with spring cleaning.
Like, it's a genuine
It
question.
has a lot to do with spring cleaning. So you say, okay, we got this light in our kitchen. It's a swing light, whatnot. If there's a CFL bulb in it, that means it's a fluorescent light bulb. If I hit that light bulb and it cracks, you just exposed yourself to mercury.
Really?
Yeah, really. CFL light bulbs have a small amount of mercury and mercury vapor inside of them. If you inhale that mercury vapor, you'll probably die.
Really?
Really. Really, really. So, if you have CFL light bulbs, time to take them out. Time to replace them with LEDs. Everything here that you see around us, they're all LEDs.
They're all super bright.
They're all super, super damn bright. And they're like $1 a piece. They're not expensive anymore. So, get rid of those CFLs. It'll save you money. It'll might save your life. Just saying. Plus
Really,
kids,
though?
really, and they're glass.
Well, they're light bulbs.
So
I'm just saying, like, of course they're glass.
all of our LED bulbs are all plastic.
Yeah.
You drop them, they're not going to break. We got a 4-year-old.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I keep looking at all our lights, and now I can't see shit.
Exactly. Household filters. HVAC filters.
So with that, we have, well, we were using just like the throwaway kind, and then we actually got one. Did we have to cut it down to size?
Our filter vent is an what do you call it? A custom.
Yeah, it's a custom hole.
Custom hole.
And so they had the size that like sort of fit, but then we were like, no. And plus, we got tired of like, you got to throw them away, and it just seemed really wasteful. And
yeah.
So we got one of the ones you can take out, spray off with the hose.
It's made from coconut core that's been glued together into this mat that's very breathable.
Yeah. And so you can spray it down with the hose, let it sit in the sun and dry out, and
put it right back.
Put it right back in. But we need to do that for our particular house a lot more often than every 6 months.
Continuous dirt and
yeah, I mean, with having all the pets and everything, as much as we
Gander.
sweep and vacuum, it's kind of like it's also at the end of the hallway, so I feel like it creates like this vortex that just like slowly sucks everything down the hallway, and then it ends up on the filter. So it does its job, but we definitely clean those things out because they get nasty with a quickness.
Yeah. And so looking over my notes, we're just going to go over real quick. Spring cleaning, what you shouldn't do. Not into an extent to where I'm going to treat you guys like you're dumb, because you're not.
Well, I mean, we've been talking about cleaning. We've talked about top to bottom.
I know that. Listen, can I finish what I was going to say?
No.
Please.
And that's all for our show tonight, folks. No.
All right, so you guys have a good one. I'm going to listen to my wife and not say anything.
No, I just...
okay,
people know how to clean, and they're going to clean their house
take a section of your house, start from top to bottom. Take everything out of that space. Everything.
I don't want to know what's under our couch.
Exactly. If we remove the couch right now, what do you think is going to be underneath it?
Probably some food, some juice cups, dog toys,
Dead
socks,
animals.
dog toys, kid toys. I'm looking at a paper bowl. I don't even know why it's over there.
So the genesis behind removing everything, if it can be removed from your space, it can be cleaned as it's put back. So you remove it from your space, you clean your space, and then as you put things back, you're cleaning them. So by the time you put everything back, you're clean. Everything that doesn't belong in that space, because everything has its home, goes to where it needs to go, or it goes in a limbo space to where you can decide you want to get rid of it, throw it away, do you really need it, so on and so forth. And everything is clean in that one particular room. And then you shuffle. So let's say we did the living room first. We move on to the kids' room next. Everything from the kids' room is going out into the living room, into the clean space.
Question, why would you put dirty stuff in a clean space?
Well, put it in the dining room, do whatever, just to get that out of that room so you can clean that room.
No, I
and then
understand
so on
that.
and so forth.
I'm
'Cause
just,
the space is clean.
yeah, but then why put dirty stuff in a clean space?
How is that dirty stuff going to dirty the space?
Because you just said that everything you move out, you clean it
Give
as
me
you
an
put it back
example.
in. Okay, we bring his dresser out here.
Okay?
It has not been cleaned. You clean it. The stuff that comes off of it as you go from the top of the dresser to the bottom, because it's in his room, you know there's stuff stuck to it, will now be on the clean living room floor.
Well, do floors last. Anything else? Anything else?
I guess not.
Rotate from one room to the other. And that's pretty much it for the inside of the house. Spring cleaning is more than just the inside of your house. It's your front porch, your back porch, your car. It's your purse. Your purse.
No. Hold the phone. Bitch. You want to know what's in my purse right now?
Waiting for it.
My wallet with my ID. My very cute on sale it's chapstick.
It's lip balm.
Another chapstick, because you never know. And a
Huge
protein bar.
That's
Literally it.
That's it. Well,
So,
all the other ladies out
you
there,
probably have more shit in your jacket pockets. Can we bring out the pocket
No.
trash?
don't
No,
bring out
you
the
want to
pocket
call me
trash.
out. Where's your other jacket? It's
Other
in your
jackets
car.
at work.
That's
at work.
bullshit. I emptied out his pocket trash the other day. His words for it.
Pocket lid.
Had 2 handfuls out of each thing, and it was gross and disgusting.
Did you find candy in there?
Possibly.
Okay. I always carry candy.
So, clean out your jacket pockets, gentlemen.
Yes. The desks inside your office. If you have a desk, it's one
Yeah.
thing. Clean your computers, for crying out loud. Your laptops and stuff like that you've been eating and on, they're disgusting.
'Cause that's what I do with mine.
Clean those, please. Get some air pressure stuff to take a knock out of the dust on the inside of the computer.
I didn't even think about that.
You didn't think about that. Beyond ladies' purses, office stuff. When you spring clean your office, take out all your old junk, mail, junk, everything like that. Shred it or burn it.
Burn it. We like
Prefer
burning.
We live out in the country. If you can't do that, shred it. You can usually take it to your bank or UPS. You can go to UPS store now, and they'll shred your stuff for you. I don't think they charge you.
I don't know.
Review your insurance policies. Go over them. Like, we just got new vehicles. We just added on a rental car because we got rid of our third vehicle. That wouldn't have happened if we didn't think about it.
So you're just trying to tie everything into the spring
Right.
cleaning.
Think about outside the box and what you can do to refresh everything. Go through your pantry.
Yeah. I went through
Reorganize.
ours.
How much crap did you get out of it that
A
was
lot. And I'm talking like way expired. Like it was expired before we moved here, and for whatever reason we still moved it here with us. So yeah.
expired? Things to consider sanitizing? Your cell phone.
Yeah. Especially if you're a cell phone pooper.
Remote remote controls. Hi, Mom. I'm on the shitter. How many times you hear that?
A lot.
Exactly.
I mean, maybe.
Remote controls.
Yeah.
Keys to the house.
Like cleaning them?
Cleaning your keys.
Really?
Yeah.
You're going to get that level of
I'm
nitpicky?
just saying, these are the things you touch every day. Of course, when you're cleaning the house, you're going to do all the knobs and stuff like that. These are the things that you don't think about. And disposal.
I know. I've never thought about cleaning my keys. My work keys probably.
Disposal of old meds and expired stuff. Expired medical stuff. Well, most of it's still good. I would say Doc Bones. Just look up the word Doc Bones and expired medication on YouTube. He's got a video about how long things last after they're expired, especially antibiotics and their extended life. So going beyond everything, you go outside. I don't know if you know about permaculture or not. So in permaculture, you have zones. This house, the spot that we're in right now, and just
you're talking about like when you can plant things?
Immediate outside
Okay.
is zone 1. These are the things we touch every day.
Oh.
This is going to the car. This is going to the back porch. It's you sitting on the back porch. Get the boxes off the front porch and all that. They have zones. I think there's 7 zones that go all the way out to the furthest part of your property. Clean your first zone. Go to your second. Keep going outwards. Clean your backyard, your front yard, so on and so forth. Use the same principles. Remove everything. Put it back where it's supposed to be. And you'll have stuff left over for that garage sale. Yes.
Like the tools in the front yard?
Like the tools in the
can
front
Doc
yard.
Ferris?
No, I don't know. Can
Put,
Doc Ferris
have any comments about that, Doc?
Thank you, by the way. She did buy me a toolbox for my birthday, which is kind of used.
Which only has the shit that I've put in it at this point. Because why not? His birthday was like a month and a half ago. But it's whatever.
It's whatever. It's whatever. But just think outside the box, folks. You know what you got to do. Clean it. Sanitize it. And get it done. Just get yourself involved with it. And so I'm going to be doing videos on spring cleaning. She's going to be doing blogs on spring cleaning.
Whoop, whoop.
You can see those every Wednesday for those vlogs on our website, BreakAwayHomesteader.us.
Yeah.
And then I will be posting sometime during the week a cleaning video on a section of the house that I'll be cleaning. Because I have the weekends off. I do have more time to focus on one thing.
Yeah.
So yeah. But that's pretty much our show for tonight. We don't have a specific show topic for next week.
Not yet, anyway.
Not yet, anyway. I don't know what it's going to be, but we'll come up with something good. We'll put the word out, and I'll put a notification out earlier than we do. We normally just do it the day of, but we'll do that earlier when we figure out the topic of what we want to talk about for next week. That's 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every Tuesday. Next Tuesday, we'll be giving away a book. That's the Prepper's Yearbook. And then
you got some victory gardens coming up.
Got some victory gardens coming
this weekend too.
Yep, starting on the 9th.
And those are pretty cool. If you've never watched one, I was like, what is he doing? And well, I say that a lot to myself, but they're actually pretty cool. And it's interesting to me how the information from back then can still be so prevalent now.
Very valid for these days.
And it's also cool. My grandmother loves to watch them because she remembers
brings
them.
her back. She had a victory garden.
So it's pretty interesting. Give them a look. Look out for the new ones. I don't even know what their topics are on.
Yeah.
But and they're cool little videos to watch.
Some collaborations coming up as well with the victory garden stuff, and then we're gonna work on getting some collabs done with other channels like Big Bear Homestead. So
yay!
That's pretty much it for us, guys. We're gonna say goodbye and good night to you folks. You have a great weekend, and we'll see you on Tuesday next week. Bye.
I gotta stand here until he turns it off.
Yep. Keep going. Not turning it off yet.
We need like a closing